So hi guys, welcome to Percentage Basics. So this video we'll be solving some basic level questions from percentage because I'm sure a lot of you would still be facing some issues, some difficulty with the basic level problems. So I'll be solving some 7-8 questions for you so that you can understand how to go about the solving part in a much better way. Right? So let's start off with the first one. So rice production in a country increased by 25% from 2000 to 2004. Okay. Now it increased by 20% from 2004 to 2008. Find the percentage increase in the rice production from 2000 to 2008. Correct? So what do we have? This is a case of successive increase. So it increased by 25% initially and then it increased by 20%. Right? So my multiplying factor for a 25% increase will be what? 1 plus fraction. Now fraction for 25% is what? Fraction for 25% is 1 by 4. So my multiplying factor becomes 5 by 4. Similarly, my multiplying factor for 20% is going to be what? Multiplying factor is 1 plus fraction. So 1 plus 1 by 5 is equal to 6 by 5. Correct? So we have the multiplying factors with us. Now let's say, what did I tell you in the previous class? That if there is no absolute value used in the question, that is, the question is entirely based on percentage, ratios and such stuff, you can assume your value to be x, 100, 100x, crore, whatever you feel like assuming. So what I am going to assume is I am going to assume 100, right? So on 100, now again, in successive increase or successive decrease, no matter what way you calculate, like you multiply it with 5 by 4 first and then with 6 by 5, or multiply by 6 by 5 first and then 5 by 4, it doesn't really matter. It won't make any difference, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to multiply by 5 by 4 and we are going to multiply by 6 by 5. Correct? So 5 is gone. What are you left with? This goes 25 times. 25 into 6 becomes 150. Right? Now we have to calculate the percentage increase. So my percentage increase is nothing but percentage increase is what? So final value by original value. So my final value by original value gives me what? 150 divided by 100. That is 3 by 2. Correct? So the original value was 2. You can go in any manner now. Original value was 2. Final value is 3. Correct? So can I say there is an increase of 1 over 2? So there is an increase of 50%. Or this is nothing but what? This is nothing but multiplying factor. So when you have the multiplying factor, how do you calculate the percentage? So 1 plus fraction, right? So 1 plus fraction is equal to multiplying factor, right? So my fraction would be equal to multiplying factor minus 1, right? Multiplying factor minus 1. So this will be nothing but 3 by 2 minus 1, that is 1 by 2. And that would mean an increase of 50%. If you want to go by a decimal, 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5. Now 1.5 simply means how will you calculate? Minus 1 multiplied by 100. So again, it gives you a 0.5 into 100. That is a 50% ka increment, right? So 50% is going to be my correct answer for this question. Moving ahead. Second question. It says that the price of Switch watch was 10,000 in 2001. Now, due to devaluation of the rupee, it became 12,000 in 2002. Find the percentage increase in its price from 2001 to 2002. So my percentage increase is given by what? Final value by original value, right? This gives the multiplying factor of percentage increase, right? So what do I get? I get a 12,000 divided by a 10,000, right? This becomes a 6 by 5. So there is an increase of 1 over a value of 5. So 1 by 5 ka increase simply depicts a 20% ka increment, right? Or anyway, you can go 1.2. 1.2 minus 1 multiplied by 100 will again give you a 20%, right? So whatever way you want to go ahead with, you are feel free to go ahead with. You want to go with the fraction part, you want to go ahead with the decimal part, that's your call, right? Let's solve one more question. So it says that in 2002, Rakesh's salary was 24,000. Okay. In 2001, his salary was equal to that of Ramesh. All right. Rakesh's salary in 2001 was 20% less than his salary in 2002. Ramesh ki salary in 2002 was 20% more than his salary in 2001. By what percentage is the sum of salaries of Ramesh in both the years more or less than that of Rakesh in both the years? All right. So let's first make a table. So we have Rakesh and we have Ramesh, right? We have Rakesh, we have Ramesh. 2001, 2002. Okay. So it has been given 2002 mein Rakesh ki salary is 24,000, right? Now in 2001, Rakesh ki salary, see it has been given that Rakesh ki salary in 2001 was 20% less than his salary in 2002, right? So in 2001, okay, so how do you calculate? Let's say original value is 2001. It got multiplied with a multiplying factor, right? And it gave you the final value, correct? So now what I know is that my salary was 20% less. So, sorry, let's take the original value as 2002 and final value is coming over here, right? 2001. So in 2002 ka salary, you need a reduction of 20%. So 20% ka fraction is 1 by 4. But multiplying factor will be what? 1 minus fraction, that is, it will be 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 is the final value, or the final value becomes what? 6,000 multiplied by, sorry, 20%, and this is 1 by 5. So my multiplying factor would not be 3 by 4, but 4 by 5, right? Okay, sorry. So 24,000 multiplied by 4 by 5 gives you the final value, right? Because there is a decrease of 20% that's happening, right? So this will go how many times? This will go 4 times. 4 is left, 48. 4800 into 4. 4800 into 4 gives you a 192. 19,200. So Rakesh ki salary in 2001 is 19,200. Now it has also been given that in 2001 his salary was equal to that of Ramesh. So Ramesh and Rakesh ka salary in 2001 is same, that is 19,200 rupees. Correct? Then it has been given that Ramesh ki salary in 2002 was 20% more than his salary in 2001. So Ramesh ki salary in 2002 was 20% more. 20% more ka matlab, my fraction is 1 by 5. My multiplying factor will be 1 plus 1 by 5, that is 6 by 5. So Ramesh ki salary in 2002 is nothing but 19,200 multiplied by 6 by 5. So multiplied by 6 by 5 gives you what? Let's see. So we have a 3. We have a 4 left. 42 goes 8 times. Left is 2. 20. 20 goes 4 times. 3840. 3840 into 6. 6 zeros are 0. 6 fours are 24. Carry over 2. 6 eights are 48. Carry over 2 liya 50. Carry over 5. 6 threes are 18. 18 3 23. Correct? Now what is the salary of total salary of Rakesh in these 2 years combined? And what is the total salary of Ramesh in these 2 years combined? 24,000 plus 19,000, 43,000. 43,200 is the salary, right? Whereas salary of Ramesh is 23,000 plus 19,000, that is 42,000, 42,240. 42,240. Now the question is that by what percentage is the sum of salaries of Ramesh in both the years more or less than Rakesh, right? So we have to calculate it with respect to Rakesh ka salary. Now Rakesh ka salary is 43,200, right? And Ramesh ka salary is how much less? So if you subtract these two values, you will be getting what? So 43,200 minus 42,200 is 1,000 and extra 40, so 960. So it is 960 less than Rakesh. So the in percentage term, what will it be? So roughly it will be, see, 1% is 4,320, sorry, 10%, and 1% is 432. 432 multiplied by 2 is 864. So my answer is going to be somewhere around 2%, right? Somewhere around 2%. After 864, we are still left with 96 points. Now 96 points is what? 432 ka 96 points will be somewhere close to 0.25%, 1 by 4, right? So my answer is going to be somewhere around 2.25%. However, if you want to calculate by crossing them up, you can also do that. So what will you be getting? So 96 divided by 4320, 96 will go 48. Okay, if we take it in 24, what will be getting? 96 will go 4 times and 432 will go how many times? So 24, 240, 360 is 15. 360 and 48 is 408. So this goes 15, 16, 17, 18 times. So 180. right? And 4 के table में 180 goes how many times? 1 divided by 45. So 1 by 45% is going to be your correct answer, which is again roughly going to be 2.25%, right? So I hope I made myself clear. Let's solve one more question. The ratio of salaries of A and B is 2:2 whole 1 by 7. By what percentage is B's salary greater than A? So let's say that my A ka salary is 2x and my B ka salary is 2 whole 1 by 7x. So this can be written as 15x by 7, right? How do you calculate the percentage increase or percentage decrease? It's nothing but final value by original value. Now original value is basically what? The value जिसके respect में आप calculate कर रहे हो, वो value जिसके रिस्पेक्ट में आप कैलकुलेट कर रहे हो, दैट इज माय फाइनल वैल्यू, बिकॉज आप किसका चेक कर रहे हो कि बी की सैलरी कितना ज्यादा है ए के कंपैरिजन में. तो माय ओरिजिनल वैल्यू विल बी फॉर ए, दैट इज 2x. फाइनल वैल्यू विल बी फॉर बी, दैट इज 15x by 7. So what are you left with over here? 15x by 7 multiplied by 1 by 2x. Correct? Multiplied by 1 by 2x, x is gone. What are you left with? You are left with a 15 by 14. Now 15 by 14 means original value is 14. There is an increment of 1 over 14. So 1 by 14. 1 by 14 gives you nothing but 7.14%. So 7.14% is going to be your correct answer in this case, right? Let's solve one more question. So the height of a triangle as well as its base are increased by 30%. Find the percentage increase in the area, right? So area of triangle is half into base into height. Now, what did I tell you? That when there is no absolute value in the question, you can use any value that you want. So we'll assume that my base and height both are 100. So my original area was 1 by 2 multiplied by 100 multiplied by 100. So my original area was 5,000, right? My original area was 5,000. Now both the base and height is increased by 30%. So my new base and new height is equal to 130. Correct? So my final area is going to be 1 by 2 multiplied by 130 multiplied by 130. This goes 65 times, right? Now 65 into 13 is what I have to do. 65 multiplied by 13. Now you see how these values help us. 3 5s are 15, carry over 1. 3 6 are 18, 5 1s are 5, 18 5 23 and carry over ka 24. Carry over 2, 6 1s are 6 2 8. 8450. So my final value becomes 8450. Now I have to calculate the percentage increase. Percentage increase is nothing but final value by original value. That is 8,450 divided by 5,000. 0 se 0 is gone. Let's take them in 5. So this goes 1 time. Left is 3. 34 goes 6 times. Left is 4. 45 goes 9 times. And this goes 100 times. Right? So it's an increase of 69 over a value of 100. Original value is 100. There is a final value is 169. So there's an increase of 69 over 100. Increase of 69 over 100 gives you a percentage increase of 69%. Right? If you want to go by a decimal, very easy. This becomes 1.69. 1.69 minus 1 into 100, that is 69% becomes your correct answer. Right? Let's solve one more question. So the question is that the price of articles is increased by 25%. By what percentage must the price be reduced to bring it down to the original price? Correct? So we have a direct formula for that. When there is a percentage increase and a percentage decrease is required. See, a very simple answer is that 100x multiplied by 100 plus x, right? So 100 multiplied by 25 divided by 125. So this goes 2500 divided by 125. So this becomes equal to 20%, right? Or the other way that we learned, the other way was that by, let's say from A to B we are going, and there's an increase of what percentage? 25%. So 1 by 4 ka increase is there, right? Now to bring it back, what is the value? Numerator divided by numerator plus denominator, right? So my numerator was 1. My numerator plus denominator will be 1 plus 4, that is 5, which again gives you the value of 20%. So for every single question, now we have many ways to solve it as well, right? So that is what you are learning over here. So this was the last question. Okay, itne question samajh lo. And then you will be good to go with the percentage part. In the next video, we'll be covering up, we'll be starting off with profit and loss.